The man found his wife, who had just given birth, actually leaving the hospital under the escort of a group of bodyguards. At first, the man thought he was having an illusion, but when he rushed into the ward, he found it was already empty. He immediately rushed out of the ward and asked the nurse where his wife had gone. The nurse said he had left his wife, who had just had a cesarean section, alone, and even refused to give her any food. It all happened 3 days ago. The woman suddenly suffered from dystocia while giving birth. The situation was critical and required a family member's signature to switch to cesarean section. The woman had to call her mother-in-law. At this time, the mother-in-law was watching the woman's younger sister's performance with her grandson. Her grandson impatiently told his grandmother to hang up the phone quickly. The mother-in-law hung up the phone immediately. So the woman called her husband again, but when the phone was connected, she heard her son's voice. He forced his father to hang up the phone. The woman then realized that her husband was also at her younger sister's performance. They completely ignored her, who was in dystocia. At this moment, the woman was completely desperate. With no other choice, she had to sign the surgical consent form herself. She secretly made up her mind to raise the child alone. Finally, she proposed a divorce to her husband, but her husband thought she was joking with him and warned her not to have a next time. After her husband left, the woman called her former teacher and agreed to go back to work in the laboratory. She vowed never to sacrifice her career for her family again. Then she deleted all the alarms on her phone. These alarms were all set over the years to take care of her son. She had to get up at 6 every morning to make breakfast, take her son to class at 10 o'clock, and accompany her son to do homework at 9 in the evening. Over the years, the woman had given everything for this family, but in the end, all she got was the family's contempt. Her husband had never cared about her. As long as her younger sister made a phone call, he would immediately abandon her to see her younger sister. For a long time, the family's indifference had broken the woman's heart. She was left alone in the hospital, enduring the severe pain of her wound. Even the nurse accused the woman's husband of not being with her. Finally, the woman deleted all contact information of her husband. At this moment, a group of bodyguards appeared at the ward door. It turned out that all this was arranged by the woman's teacher. The woman recalled the painful moment on the operating table and the cold words her husband had said. At this moment, she decided to leave this family forever. At this time, the man was still accompanying the woman's younger sister for an examination in the hospital, until he saw the back of his wife leaving, but he did not know that his wife had left him forever.